Tonight in Special Assignment, life has taken a new direction for a former high school basketball star and Navy veteran from Bloomfield, and not by choice.
A diving accident left Corey Lee a quadriplegic, but now he's working hard to take control of his future. Fox 61's Jim Altman is here with his story.
Well, Brent and Erica, with a little faith, determination, and a device called the FES bike, Corey is just beginning to spin things his way. He dedicated his career to fighting for our freedom. Now Corey Lee is fighting for his own.
Go to sleep.
27-year-old Corey from Bloomfield was a Navy surface warfare specialist. He became a quadriplegic 5 years ago, off duty. It was a freak diving accident at the beach.
I dove into the water, and it was just more shallow than deep. And I broke my neck on impact and just cried out to God and just asked him to save me.
And now his battle is at home.
You ready?
He has no ability to use his legs or arms on his own. Corey gets around with a device by his mouth that runs his chair and help from wife Christy.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Each week at Mount Sinai Rehab Hospital in Hartford, he straps in and starts a revolution of sorts, working his arms with what's called the FES bike.
Functional electrical stimulation. We call it the WALL-E 2 because it kind of looks like it came from WALL-E.
Somebody who does not have full functional use of their arms or legs gets attached to some electrodes. These electrodes are then triggered by a computer, and they work in sync to basically drive the muscles without somebody being able to do it on their own.
For Corey, this is how he puts a positive spin on his spinal injury. For now, working out every Tuesday for about an hour. It is literally a shock to the system.
So this is like me having a muscle spasm.
This isn't a miracle cure, but where Corey felt nothing, there is at least a twinge of hope. Where the brain fails to fire signals, the electrodes do.
I feel a lot of shocks from the electrodes going through my biceps and quads and my shoulders.
It does give me hope because he can feel the stem in his body, and it's just like he couldn't feel anything before. So to be able to feel that and for him to tell me that, it's amazing.
Then when I get to rehab, I'm just able to actually do something physical, so I do feel a lot better.
This bike won't get Corey walking again, but the idea today is to get him in shape for whatever comes tomorrow. Perhaps a stem cell breakthrough.
It keeps him flexible. It keeps the muscles in tone until the next great discovery comes along.
So with each electrically stimulated turn of his arms, Corey, in a way, takes a step ahead.
Unfortunately, we don't have the miracle cure right now, but you know, sometimes medicine is not about fixing the problem, it's about helping the person.
Even if it's to regain just a little bit of motor function skills, even in my arms, to be able to use my arms will help out a lot. Well, I hope possibly it can help me walk.
And to learn more about the FES bike, you can contact the Mount Sinai Rehab Hospital at 860-714-3437.
Yeah, Jimmy, you were saying, and speaking of learning more about the FES bike, you were saying Corey would like to have one, but they're expensive machines.
They're very expensive, and he, you know, he can only get to the hospital once or twice a week now because it's so hard to get him there. He'd like to have one at home, but he probably needs a government grant or something.
A lot of money
to help with that.
How much does one of those run? $20,000?
That's about $20,000 for one of those. But if he had one at his house, can you imagine the strides he would take to get better? And this is really about getting him in condition for what the next technology, medical breakthrough could be.
So that he's ready.
So that he's ready and that he's strong.
Oh.
And he doesn't feel bad for himself a bit. You know, he just wants to keep at it.
Determined.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
Great
All right,
story.
Jimmy.
Great guy to meet.
Thanks, Jimmy.